We're taking him in deep water and we're going to drown him.
This night, bro? How you feel?
Championship round.
Say we're going to do now? Keep staying close to him. Boxing. Okay.
Good white guy.
Get on his ass, man. On the left hand.
Larry Merchant, let's look at a package of Floyd Mayweather right hands through the course of the evening.
Sometimes he lets it go from the shoulder with mean intentions. Sometimes he just shoots it out. His quickness, that kind of a right hand is sort of a half jab. But he has a lot of weapons in his arsenal.
And again, to repeat the point that Emmanuel has made several times, such remarkable accuracy on his punches. Left hook floors Corley. Right in the center of the ring.
Everything was short. He just locked his arms up and twisted the punches off. Never had to reach and throw anything wide.
Perfect craft and perfect technique.
And Corley couldn't see the punches because they were so short.
Second time Corley's been down officially. Sixth time he's been on the canvas.
And don't forget, Corley's never been stopped in a fight, I don't think, amateur or professional.
Doesn't want to be here. When you say amateur, DeMarcus Corley had 119 amateur fights, 101 wins, 17 losses. That's a pretty good amateur career.
Very good. He was a good, both were very good amateur. He was on the Washington, D.C. scene, and often in tournaments, going down the stretch for the team towels. It would be Mayweather, which was on the Michigan or the Detroit team, and the Washington team. So they know each other from the amateurs, only they was in different weight divisions.
Floyd Mayweather lost in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics to Serafin Todorov of Bulgaria, the fighter who was favored to win his weight class. Mayweather says that was a scoring failure. Of course, in his view, he's never lost a fight.
That's right. He made that a point yesterday. And also, we need to point out that he defeated the Cuban, I think, in the quarterfinals. And he was the first American, I think, in about 20 years that defeated a Cuban in international Olympic boxing.
You know what? I think we're talking too much about amateur prize fighting here.
There it is. Come on, go.
A lot of guys have great amateur records. This is the professional world.
They're trading again, and amateurs don't do this. Larry's right. This is pro boxing, and it's different. Mayweather's trying to become the first to knock DeMarcus Corley out, and he's getting a lot of free shots at him. Corley just pawing to land those punches. No impact at all. They won't help him. He's not winning rounds.
No, Mayweather's landing effective punches.
More body shots from Mayweather. Hard right hand. Corley catching this stuff flush. Hanging in a courageous performance. Mayweather gets in a blistering left-hand shot just after the bell.
I got him. Oh, yeah. I got him. All right, okay. Well, nice days, man. Where you at? Let the fight. Atlanta City. He did it. Going home now, look. Keep breaking down like you do. Looking real good.
This motherfucker's dead tired.
Keep going. Stay close.
Breaking him down.
Stay close to him. Don't pull away. Put your head up.
This has been an overwhelming, comprehensive performance by Mayweather against a tough journeyman, hanging in there, trying to survive, make it through a couple of more rounds.
Does it tempt you to join USA Today in placing Mayweather ahead of Hopkins as #1 on the pound-for-pound list?
When you defend the middleweight championship 17 times and you're still going at it, that speaks for itself.
Harold, how do you have it through 10?
He is the heir apparent. His time will come.
Harold, how do you have it through 10?
Okay, Jim. 10 rounds to 100-88, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Jim, I gotta tell you, you gotta give him an extra point in the 10th round, you gotta give him an extra point in the 8th round. That accounts for the 2 extra points for Mayweather. He's doing everything possible except knocking the guy out. I mean, beautiful defense, beautiful straight right hands, and a darn good left hook.
Emanuel Stewart, between rounds, I believe New Jersey State Athletic Commission Executive Director Larry Hazard asked Corley's corner if they didn't want to call it a night, and they resisted.
The thing about it, he's still competitive, but it doesn't look like he's going to win the fight by a knockout, and it's just a case of how much more punishment can he take. Not that he's been hurt severely by one punch, but he's just taken a lot of excessive punishment. And behind on point to the point, I don't see a victory. Being that he's not a big knockout puncher on top of that.
Well, sometimes, as you know, Emmanuel, a fighter can be too brave for his own good. And the accumulation of these punches can take a severe toll.
And in this particular commissioner here is the only commissioner I saw that has actually jumped up in the ring at one time and stopped the fight himself.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's good sometimes. You know, sometimes maybe the referee can't make the decision. Sometimes they're inexperienced, and sometimes the cornermen themselves just won't do it under any conditions.
Well, you have to remember that the rules of engagement are if the fighter is still fighting back, you got to let him fight back.
But I think it was...
Isn't it tough to take watching DeMarcus Corley get painted with power punches for 2 more rounds? He was hit with 34 out of 50 power shots in the last round.
I think it was a fight once with a guy named Murky So-So and Prince Charles Williams, where both guys was taking so much excessive punishment that I think Larry Hazard stopped the fight himself because of both guys just taking too much punishment.
Floyd Mayweather is yelling through his mouth guard at DeMarcus Corley.
You know, and Floyd has taken some shots tonight, too. We don't ordinarily see him. His mouth is bloody. His eye is swollen, so it's an easy win, it looks like. But even easy wins in boxing aren't all that easy.
Well, surely Floyd will see all that as a badge of honor.
Well, even though he's winning the fight, he's taking a lot of punishment that may have its permanent effect on him, and maybe he thinks this is the style he wants to use as he moves up into the heavy divisions, trying to prove that he's physically strong as the guys that he's going to be fighting at junior welter and welterweight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he wants to fight Arturo Gatti. If he came in and fought Arturo Gatti this way, you'd have some entertainment, huh?
5 seconds.
Yeah, Gatti gets hit, but Gatti can take a punch there.
Trading shots again with DeMarcus Corley. As the 11th round comes to a close, we got 3 more minutes to go in Atlantic City.
Stay right here. Stay right here. Keep punching him.
Stick with us following the conclusion.
How you feel? Feel good. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Let me see what's going on in his lip there. Hey, Floyd, open your mouth for a second. It's nothing serious. Open your mouth.
Oh, baby. Don't stop punching.
Last man. Good luck.
Hold your mouth open. Just breathe normal.
Give him some more water.
Just stay. No, not right now because I got this in his nose. Just strangle. Breathe through your mouth. You can pour a little bit on his chest. There you are.
Gotta go all out.
I'm a champion, Roger. That's
right. Never tired.
I never tell you.
Never tired. Never tired, Tom. This is the last show.
Two fighters, different skill levels.
Good luck to both of you, man.
11 children between them, carrying out their assignments in this fight. Corley to show what a rugged professional prize fighter is supposed to do against a virtuoso fighter at his peak.
I got you.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. fighting for the first time at 140 pounds after having become the dominant fighter at 130 and then at 135. Entering this division against a former title holder in DeMarcus Corley, looking down the road towards potential fights against Arturo Gatti, Castazu. Some of the other leading lights at 140 pounds, if he can reel them in, might not be easy.
No, I think he'll do very well with those guys. It's going to be rough fights, but I think he'll beat most of them because of his natural athletic talent and speed. But he's going to have to box a little bit more. He can't try to let this be his new style of fighting because a lot of guys in those divisions punch a lot harder than chop chop.
question is, will those bigger punchers choose to fight him? Or will they strategically give up belts rather than to try to face Floyd Mayweather, who might be a sure loss?
Oh, I don't think Sean Bay Mitchell is going to shy away from fighting.
Larry Grant, you mentioned that Sean Bay Mitchell would be a big threat to him. In fact, if they fought, I would have it a toss-up fight. May even possibly favor Sean Bay.
Because of Sean Bay's southpaw style?
Southpaw style, and he's used to that weight, too. And he's got the same speed that could equal Mayweather.
Well, then it's a fight worth talking about. Because certainly Mayweather doesn't shrink from challenges if fighters are willing to fight it.
Okay.